Welcome
to the last one.
The last one?
Yeah.
There's no more after this.
Yeah, it's the last showdown, the final showdown, number 6. I think of 6.
We've saved the best for last.
Of course. But let's let them know who we are first before we get into this messy war. Nake offense abaloyi, but a lot of people outside know me as Primo, aka Primo 19, aka Brown to Man, aka Cherry A1, Cherry A1, and then when I braga.
My name is Bafana Ragi. I cannot the AKA.
That's all.
AKA winner. AKA champion. AKA,
champion of what?
Do we get a star for Nedbank?
No. A green star.
We must organize that.
Anyway,
we need a star.
My boy, 5 derbies in, and I won all 5. What's going on? What are you feeling about this?
You know, the odds are we can't lose 5. You know, technically, in the bigger scheme of things, when we talk about the universe, we're bringing it back over here. We need to balance scales. So, like, it's illogical for you guys to win 5. Doesn't make sense.
We've already won 5. This is about to be number 6.
Hey, son, you can't win 6.
This is what I love about
teams,
we can't remove their favorite thing to do.
You know what?
But when it comes to
you know what I realized? Kaizer Chiefs, it's a lifestyle.
Okay.
It's a lifestyle. So, Rona, these technicalities of a win here and there, it doesn't really bother us. We're used to these things. So when we win today again, it's just going to be one of those things.
Yeah, but the vibe is amazing, my man.
It sounds like there's an ambulance here. Let's.
The ambulance it just arrived. That's how it sounds like when it comes. You want to take a little bit of a walk, a stroll, nyana, see all
it's
these
hot in Durban.
fans.
It's supposed to be in winter in South Africa, but in Durban it's hot.
You know what it's making me think about actually? The fact that I'm going to be going to Spain with my boys for their preseason tour thanks to Vodacom, and that's a Maya challenge. So this weather for me makes me feel like, well, a prelude.
Vodacom is also taking Chief supporters overseas.
Wait, where?
Overseas.
Where?
It's not in Bombay.
Because our sea is right here, so where are we going over this sea here?
Bona, Vodacom is taking Kaizer Chiefs supporters abroad. We haven't booked our flights yet. We're keeping it a surprise.
Okay.
we could go anywhere. Rinaldi visa.
Like you said, lifestyle.
So, lifestyle.
Lifestyle, lifestyle, I'll see. To not know where you going.
No, I'm not even going to speak too much.
Being the second best team
I'm not even going to speak too much. Bona, it's hot. This is the weather that we thrive in. Yeah, but this thing of altitude.
Because one thing about Chiefs fans, they're going to come with excuses after the game. Before the game, you guys are always amped up. But if anything happens, you are going to turn that statement into the weather was too hot, it was against you, it was cold at home, now when you get here.
I think the excuses are, let's do the talking on the pitch.
Where's the ball? I wish people could have seen you at Amaya. Because guys, if we're going to do talking on the pitch, it's going to look a lot like episode 2 of Spy Tumbama. Huh? You remember that one? But anyway, my boy, I'm really looking forward to this derby over here. I feel like a derby that's finally worth something.
Win or lose, football is the winner today.
Of course
that sounds like such a loser statement.
Can I tell you, there was a really dope thing that a Pirates fan said yesterday.
What did they say?
And it was that there's 2 people that are playing soccer today.
Yes.
One of them really loves football. The other ones can play football. Kaizer Chiefs loves football.
So you guys don't love football?
They do it. It's not about that. We can do it. You can do something and not love it, it's fine. But if you're good at it, you're good at it. You guys, you just love it. You're not getting anything from it.
And Jaru was right when he said pain is love. Because at the moment, I'm feeling it. I need this.
That's what I'm saying.
You know this. I need this.
As a derby that is worth something finally, you need it more than anyone. I already have a trophy.
To be honest, Braga, anything can happen. Cup match. I just hope that Chiefs, employs the same tactics that the way we played against Sundowns. Because I think if we play an open game, Hey,
Which open tactic?
last week.
But the tactics are
No,
offside.
we need to close it up. We need to close
Tactics
it up.
are offside.
We need to play defensive football. Bramai!
Guys, what's happening? I can't believe you decided to turn up again this weekend, man.
Bramai, you see, we don't like to celebrate Kadi warm-up matches. You know, warm-up matches are nothing. What we do in training is not something we go and brag at home about. Now, cup final, something to play for. Last week, let's be honest, whether somebody won or lost, there was no bigger change in the greater scheme of things. This is the game this week. So I'm not concerned. Whatever happened, like we've forgotten about it. I don't even remember. What was the score last week? I can't even remember.
I can remind you.
Don't worry, Bramai. But we are here in Durban. The weather has changed. The altitude has changed.
Do you know what's important?
What?
Bramike, this was his home. We are in Bramike's territory right now.
Are you talking about the Shark Stadium or
No! This is the landlord. I'm a Zulu, my man.
Ebe or Soweto.
Yay.
Yeah. This is guys, this was my old stomping ground for a couple of years, and lovely stadium, and the pitch here is massive. And obviously, watching the game against Arrows also during the week, seemed like it cut up a bit. So I hope it's dried out. It's been hot here the last couple of days, and it's humid as well. It looks like it'll be about 30 degrees. So to see the tempo of the game, it'll be interesting because a big pitch and hot, and just the environment here as well. It's going to be tough for the players.
So, but Mike, I just want to know quickly. There's these myths, especially when I used to play, they used to say when you come coastal, it changes, there's more oxygen in the air, you're breathing your VO2 max, wara, and it's different from when you're playing back in inland and stuff.
VO2 max.
No, it's not. I'll explain later.
But obviously 100% when you're coming from altitude, it does help. But I mean, both teams are coming from Joburg, so no one's really got an advantage here. But the humidity plays a big factor here. So like from the moment you step off the plane in Durban, you start sweating. So hydrating and all that stuff becomes a massive thing. But in terms of just physically, it is nicer to play on the coast than it is to play you feel like you're breathing through a hosepipe when you're playing in Joburg when you come from the coast.
But you know what's the other thing for me personally? You heard him say, now is the no VO2 max. This guy is going to need excuses.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Bravi? There's no difference.
No, I feel, Chiefs, as you can see, our colors are yellow. The sun speaks to us. The sun is our totem. We came from the darkness of Joburg. Okay. We lost a couple of one time or something like that. But now we hear the sun is out.
No, that doesn't make any difference, but
we're happy.
Every time we've beat you when the sun is out, we've beat you in the nighttime, we've beat you 5 times, we've beat you 2-1, we've beat you clean sheet. We've given you different types of beatings. So
now's your chance to lose. Now's your chance to lose. When else are you going to have an opportunity to lose?
So Bafa, there's this very special anniversary that's happening today, and that's a 10-year anniversary of no cups for Kaizer Chiefs.
The last time they won a cup was like
there's an anniversary of 10 years anniversary. Are you going to celebrate something here today, or is the drought going to continue?
You know, I was with Sebongongosi earlier, and he was the last one to lift the Nedbank over here about 10 years ago in this stadium. So we've brought him back, especially for that.
That's your totem now.
We know. It's obvious.
Bring everything. All we need is salt.
We've got our engineers.
So, as we have said last year, that due to the tariffs and stuff, there's a salt shortage. And here we are at the port. Yesterday we went by there. There's no salt. The ships are stuck over here. Are you worried?
Chemical engineers don't just work with salt. We've got many different things. Again, nature will play its part. We had doves in the goals. We cover many bases here.
I didn't see that happened yet.
Yeah.
The doves can't fly in this humidity.
You can't.
The seagulls.
Chiefs fans.
The seagulls.
Chiefs fans.
You're going to use seagulls. You're going to use seagulls.
Yes, that's what happens. I just want to know, but Mike, what are some of the things that you used to do? Because this is a high pressure game, high stakes, especially this one that's actually worth some silverware and some money. It's not just a derby for points. What are some of the things that you did, hopefully as a player, to calm yourself down, to get in the zone, to really try compete, defeat the pressure on the field and defeat the pressure of the crowd?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Cup final's obviously special, so it almost like it just zones you in that little bit more. You just, that extra bit of focus, you don't even need to really amp yourself up. Like some games you need to get up for it and you need to sort of put on a song, amp yourself up. But when you walk in here and you feel the vibe of this crowd and you see this stadium, just the vibe in Durban as well for the last 2-3 days. We've been at a couple activations. It's been incredible. Both sets of fans, Chiefs fans more than Pirates, I think, are even more excited about the prospect that they could be lifting a trophy. You don't
a
need
second trophy.
Yeah. You don't
have to the 10-8. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Do you feel under pressure that this is Jose's last opportunity to win a trophy? Do you feel under pressure that maybe that pressure will get to him and you might not?
Well, this one's it's about legacy. I think if he wins today, he goes down as the most successful Pirates coach of all time with 6 trophies.
Which wasn't difficult in the first place to be the most successful. But so let's get that out of the way. It's not anything special. I mean, you are competing with Chiefs coaches who have won multiple tens of 20s. So,
yeah, 6 of the best. We're just looking for 6. We're going to give him the last dance, 6 trophies, send him off in style, wave him off to Spain and say thank you very much, coach.
I don't want to keep Ramaik here for too long because I don't like how you talking to my man here. This is a Pirates legend.
But we collected his tears last week. We're coming again afterwards.
We told him we were going to have Eft.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't want you to be late. I know you have a setup. If you've seen Mike's setup, when it's time to shoot content, it says phone, beep, 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 everything stands like this. It says Mike, players come.
I want him to have the same energy when Chiefs is lifting the trophy. The same energy.
And he will.
Mike, please.
Please. If Chiefs win, I'll capture it in 4K for you, okay?
100%.
Mike, all the best for today. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
See you. So yeah, you heard it.
As Bramaik, you know when he was talking about this humility, who delusion linyana?
Yeah, I see delusion. He's trying to give you excuses for after the game, just in case you guys want something to say when you lose a game. Mara, I just want to know, Bravi, quick, off the top of your head, score prediction. Quick!
2-1. 2-1 to Chiefs.
Okay.
2-1 to Chiefs.
In regular time?
No. Okay. After extra time.
Okay. I feel the same way. I have this big suspicion that we are going to hit a 1-1 draw in regular time,
and then go to
because I'm expecting both teams to score, and then extra time, and then we're going to win in penalties. That's what I'm saying. Let
me be honest, like last week, your guys' first touches, remarkable. Wow. So I've had the opportunity to chat with the guys, to tell them, Mona, we need to tighten things up. And in a cup game, the guys know what the stakes are. So I think it's going to be very tight, because I think both teams know. Last week, teams could afford to be expensive.
Yes. Or as in width?
Because it was a pride thing for the result.
Yeah.
But beyond that, there wasn't much to lose. You know. Now today, like if you lose, you are crying, Ravi.
You are talking too much English. You all these excuses, English. So now I want to take a break from English. Since Sisete win, when
at least
khamba kahle ngizizwa kanjani for igame atmosphere right mina izulu sami siyaphela ama data bundles wami ngithenga u5 nje namhlanje manje ngithi uzizwa kanjani nje kule occasion yanamhlanje high stakes derby final
njobe sephelile ama data ethi ngithathe over no engakusho nje namhlanje nje banibone lapha emakhaya ukuthi atmosphere kubi konakele Orlando Pirates kama gebhulu wagebhulu umhlaba wamasipala ubhekisa phezulu athi fasa phakaniya fasa ndoda emnyama nowe Africa kwini kanye eziphila abanye basayibheka phezulu esibhakabhakeni babhekene neKaizer Chiefs amakhosi iyadla impofu idla ukudla kwakhe show nowe kulate
I'm sure your Zulu data bundles ran out halfway through that.
I was just dancing.
You were like,
sounded like music.
Ntate le ka ntate
Repeat re ka ngwana mme
oh no reteng o fitlile leng Durban
gorogile bosigo tota me se re tle go se bonang fa ba tle ba re tshega e hapogile lerago ba re matsetse le matsetseleko mo rethetho botshebotse se ga ise motshameko fela ke sengwe le sengwe se se tsenyang maikutlo mo go o mongwe le o mo go mo ba re o kgaoganya baratani moruti le phutego jaanong go go nkga go sa bona go thata mangana phage go thata letse go thata ba re dula o emete e bolotse
utla mafoko ale Antle yang. Come on, it's o favor mang gompieno. Sang disappoint.
Nanka bona kopi. Nanka bona kopi.
Tamelo tlhope.
O khone.
Saunati
Mo gaitso batla mpolaya. Nna ke tla bona kopi.
re na le di-spy ka mo but go siame bafo o support bani wena
mina bafo ngisupport iqembu elikhulu eSouth Africa ibafana bafana
promotion mina ngicela banipromote angifuni ukuthi banithole ku-ama selected channel option number bani ngifuna kuyi-main broadcast leya answer konje yithini i-option yenu
Cala boy.
Mina ngikulanguage option 2 uyazi ukuthi SuperSport PSL they cater for everyone ngesizulu ngolimi lakho lebele yila ozosithola khona ungakhohlwa ukuthi njengoba ngipromote isiZulu nje kanje kuza iproduction enkulu kakhulu ishaka ilembe kodwa konke lokho sokuxoxa mangabe sesisemoyeni engingakusho nje kwamanje language option 2 izodlala iTV
Umutlile pensela mme ga o batla go bona matsetsele o batla go ja khatsele ya Setswana o batla go anya Setswana tswina tlhakwano option 3 o itsele ka tsebe nna Tshepo Moimane ke go aletse Phathi Khibiru wena tla o kwankwanta fela
wana gore le ikutlisa o ka re le nna nkebe ke itse rutsilo le kgwaletse Khibidu na bapensela ngicela favor ama nickname wakho ayastika number 1 and there is I don't know if you know this when this man gives you a nickname it lasts it sticks you become that name it takes you for your career it big you
the South African football when he says something
in the brain
ingam
besicela ama nickname as abafana bethu abafana beSuperSport abafana beSpy Thumpama mina bengicelele nickname ke
amushaye
ufune yakho noma ufuna se ground
yami seground umdlali siyadlala la sibadlala ngiphethe ama defender wama center back out ngicela eyami as a midfielder yakho as a 6
as a midfielder as a 6
as a 6 yakho
uya holder noma uya attack uya holder hayi benkulula ustapa into evala kwasana stapa valiwe
sliding door
there's kuko a play Pirates that doesn't have a nickname solidified.
The new one?
Yes.
No pressure.
Is there
so much pressure?
Packaged already. Ubua ka selepa ke.
So ra go itlale.
Bona channel 202. Bula mo fatshe.
Stay tuned.
Ote.
Exclusive language option 2 simple.
So when now it's the nickname.
Anna ke reka kam.
Mamela mina ngiyodoba olwandle yena udoba kimi.
You don't want a nickname. You don't want to leave here with
a stability unit.
Why?
Vafa because kine dula fela mompe.
Why?
Kiri 1, kiri 2, kiri
Arimpeng karunana le
manyonyoba. Manyonyoba.
Ukarika didimelana lo wena. Ke manyonyoba o.
Hayi mame uvava ngithi. University babivava. University of Tricks, University of Stars, University of everything. Vava University.
Ngiyabonga.
Why?
University.
Ele vava. Vula vala.
Vula vava. Namhlanje, what are you guys looking forward to the most about the game? It stakes kakhulu. There's a lot. Sorry.
Stakes kakhulu. What do you say?
Stakes. Dibaya. Didn't. There are a lot. Enkulu stakes. So how do you feel? Atmosphere, high stakes, big supporters. People have traveled from very far to be here. What's my question, Entek?
Okay. Ithi ngiphendule because ngizwile question. So basically into ezokwenzeka ukhumbula ukuthi Jose Rivero uyahamba. So uzofuna ukuhamba ephethe ama Nedbank Cup trophies awu 3. So igama lakhe nayo ufuna ukuthi ahambe phakamisile eqophe nomlando. But again, when you come to Kaizer Chiefs, this is a team of 10 seasons bafethu. They need this one. It's now or never. Ukuthatha kwabo le, especially ngocoach omusha ufikayo, uNazreddin Nabi, especially if you look at the pool of players abanawo njengamanje, bayayidinga le, bayifuna ngendlela eyisimanga. We have ama players afana nabo Zitha Kwinika who were there the last time iChiefs iphakamisa trophy. Bazofuna ukuthi namhlanje baphinde futhi lokho. We have ama players like abo Bruce Vuma, abo Happy Mashiane, abo Ngcobo. They've been ku Kaizer Chiefs ever since 2014. Bayayidinga le trophy. They've never seen iChiefs nje, but namhlanje bafuna ukuyi-redeem iChiefs.
Nna ke bolo botsisa he tate gore wena o lebeletse di-player tse feng ke mang o ikemiseditseng go mmona groundong ka jeko ra le talente tse ngata go na le kokomelone go na le bana today go na le talente e yang ne ke batla go bona gore wena ke mang o ikemiseditseng gore o mmone.
So there's a player ko Kaizer Chiefs Mambitsa John Wick, do or die.
Yes.
Du Chabalala mdu tshwanetse a tsoge mo tsatsing la gompieno ke letsatsi la gagwe mdu nna ke motsaya ya ka epic player jaanong mo tsatsing la gompieno wa go tshwanelwa ke go tsaya Kaizer Chiefs a idilela a belega yes ke ene fela o tshwanetseng a belega ke letsatsi la gago wa go tshwanelwa ke go belega Kaizer Chiefs. Orlando Pirates mongolo mongwe wa itse ke dale tumelo ya gore Randfontein ya emeletse ka dinao sekhetlhe sa bantwana Makaula wa go dira sengwe le sengwe mo tsatsing la gompieno gore Orlando Pirates ra tswala mara o lemogile gore Orlando Pirates ba na le Zinedine Zidane, Shenko Kabelo Dlamini.
Yes.
Mo shebile motshameko wa bona wa mogare ga beke.
Yes.
What a trap.
We want to touch ele teneng ka yona.
So if wa simolla mo tsatsing la gompieno solo fela a man of the match go tswa mo go Kabelo Dlamini.
Le ikutlwetse ge Kabelo Dlamini, Makaula le mtu o die re lebohile thata na re tla le tlo le shia ke bona ka re lona ha le etse preparation before le bula dibuka le ko studiong sa lona kwa le lo etsa di
prep wa re tsena fela ra go dula mo fatshe re tobetse
ne ke batla re ke le fena kwa lona le kama
a tlhaloganye university dilo tsa
university ke
sekolo sa eng sekolo se se sna sepe se
Sekolo sa everything le.
sekolo sa o polisha di shelf se re le boile
Siyabonga bafo
nna ke kopela fela gore batho ba sa lutlwang ba le kry-a kae
Setswana ka botse matsitsi le matsetseleko channel 202 option 3 Setswana hela
ngesizulu umapenseli ipeni lomsizeli bhala kuhle njalo bomgijimo khalolude njengemamba wozobuka asibambe izodlala iTV uyazi.
Guys, I wish I had Zulu bundles. Can I tell you, like, I wish my Zulu was so much better because every time I hear Zulu, I hear music.
You know what I realized? We were in the Uber yesterday together, and then I was trying to speak Zulu, but with Zulu, Tamil, like, yeah, jumpies, if you have to speak loud.
Yes.
So you have to speak softly.
So that's Ujuta Zulu. I hope that's what's going to happen on language option 3, where you just hear, hey,
I hope so. Imagine.
What I know is going to happen though is we're going to have another masterclass. You heard it there. Kabelo Shenko Dlamini. This week, I wish your ball was here and I could show you what that man did when that ball came and he trapped it on the touch, turn and gone. When was the last time I saw a Chiefs player do it?
I won't lie, it's been a while, but we prefer to play the ball on the floor.
Okay.
We call it carpet football.
What does that achieve? Because it doesn't achieve trophies as we've seen.
Tiki taka.
Hi, Ravina, I'm not convinced. But I've got a super fan with me. It's gonna make me very uncomfortable. So I'm gonna take.
Kosi.
How's it?
Good.
I'm very good, and also I'm very happy because today I will take a Nedbank Cup to Naturena. Yes.
Kosi, I just want to say beforehand, congratulations on a Nedbank Cup. How do you feel?
I feel good, and I'm also happy to be at final to Nedbank Cup. So I don't know what can I say about this because my boys, they proved me wrong. Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask something because you said your boys, they proved you wrong.
Yeah.
You're saying you've already won. Tennessee Shahid last week, right?
Yeah.
2-1. You guys say it was a warm-up game. What are you guys going to do differently in this week that's going to secure you the cup?
Okay. First of all, the thing that we can do differently as a supporters, we must give our players as good supporters. Then we must sing our songs and give them the morale and everything. And remember, Duba is here, and also other players are ready for the finals. Le cup like le match le is not like ukuthi league kumele uthathe 3 point. No, kumele sathe icup sambe nale naturena. So I believe to my boys ukuthi bazowenza lokho.
I'm saying then on the pitch, what's one thing you want to see differently from what happened last week in the middle field? Were you happy with everything that you saw in that loss, or no changes were no abona that you need to make?
No, there is no changes. Like I'm happy ngalento engibonile last week, ne? So into engiyazi ukuthi my boys bayile elentuzaneni eklabini like babona ama mistake wabo, so bazofixa. Coach nawe uyazi ukuthi ubani good for le game le namuhla for final. Remember, I'm just only the supporter, so angeke ngithatha ama decision for coach. So into emele ngiyenze ukuthi ngisupport coach wami ukuthi enze decision ngama player wakhe. Every player edlalela iKaizer Chiefs ngiyayitrust mina.
But you trust the process. And winning trophies namhlanje is going to be part of the process.
And also khona abantu bebasoloku bakhuluma bathi abakaze babone iKaizer Chiefs umntwana oku primary school omunye oku grade 12 akakaze abone iKaizer Chiefs iphakamisa trophy. Please guys, ngicela nibize bonke labantwana bahlale TV babozobona iChiefs namuhla mayiphakamisa trophy. Love and peace. Hey guys,
Kosi for life.
Ayikhosi alipheli moya. Thank you.
You know, this is what I love about Chiefs fans. They come like this. These guys already had a post-match conference about how they've won. They don't understand that this is why they keep losing. Because in Soweto, there's only one giant. There's only one giant. There's 2 teams, but only one giant. Something is coming.
I think it's a technicality because Naturena is located slightly outside Soweto. So that is why, that's what you're talking about geography.
Have you seen?
But Harry Buaka, the team that calls Soweto home.
Yes. There's one giant. You know I'm saying? Have you heard when a giant
yourself
comes?
in. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself.
That's when you know that the giants are coming. I don't know when they're coming. I don't know how they are coming. Stay tuned to SuperSport to see when the Giants arrive. But anyway, back to the real Soweto Giants over here.
Yes.
Duma says he's happy with the team. He's happy with everything that happened. Personally, I would have said that Ngobo in the middle field, not that he's a bad player, but it counterplayed to what we do. We have a very pressing midfield, we have a very pressing attack, and if we feel pressed, we hold until we get the counter attack. What Ngobo does is play slightly deeper.
Sure.
So if anything, I would have made a change.
You're advising us now?
Yes. I'm advising you because I've beaten you so many times, Bravi. I've beaten you so many times.
So you know how to lose.
How to lose. Anyway, I've got a beautiful
my
player,
sister.
A happy person.
Ke shapa ne?
Come to shop.
Oh, like monate ka manye ke nyoso stuff se mo 6.
Ah, wena usaitsa so.
Bona.
What's okay, my sister?
012 Pitori ba code braya ka.
Ngwana go high.
Ke ngwana go high.
Ngwana go high.
Ke ngwana wona.
Anyway, itse re confuse batho because nna le wena re mapitori mara bana re supporta.
Aye, no te ba ka tlhalohanya rena we can see. Ke re ba le papa wa re giraffe. Eyes. So le rena rena le giraffe eyes.
Thank you. We go bang ga
I'm super excited about today. I think it's honestly going to be an epic day. A lot of show-stopping moments, a derby and a final that everybody should expect. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but what I'm going to say is we're definitely giving our coaches last dance and we're bringing it home.
So you have faith. Who are you most excited to see from our side? Let's not talk about these guys for a little bit.
Our players.
You should have heard what I was hearing. Because I was so many Chiefs lift that trophy since Babelewa. Lift in front of our eyes.
I'm most excited. You mean our players, right? Oh, no. Inja yasa Scotini Makahleni Makaula. Dion Hoto. Right home
something. So we could learn that now Pretoria is very far from here.
Yes.
So dikeledi tsa gago, are they going to last all the way to Pretoria once Obona Chiefs lift a trophy? How are you going to deal with that? Ke batla gore o fe advice to batho who are traveling long, my Pirates supporters, after this loss.
No, waiting, you're speaking a language I don't understand, you know. So if you're going to talk about tears, it's a language I don't understand. But if you talk about championship, it's a language I can understand.
We're digging.
Hey, on shayela ka sekgowa. On shayela ka sekgowa.
I can't. Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much for joining us. I'm happy, not only because she came through with the energy that we always have, but I'm seeing a legend of mine. A legend of mine. Looking legendary as always. The general. Navigator, my navigator.
Good, how are you?
Amazing, I'm awesome. I'm kitabile, man. I'm excited. Luckily, because the fans are walking in. While still early, so it's a little bit promising that the game might start on time, which is very concerning. But yeah, I'm excited to see how the players are going to display.
Listen, first of all, first thing is first. As I always, let's talk about this fit looking so fresh and so clean. What is the inspo? Green jacket, I smell something.
No, I got a green jacket. It's for Heineken. I mean, jacket Heineken. Sorry, man. It's for Nedbank,
Of course.
So it's just a representative of that. And yeah, man, because I'll be on camera and I'm also doing commentary. So yeah, just also to respect the players that I'll be playing. Because normally, long time ago, we used to wear suits when we're playing a final. So Chiefs, Pirates gonna come with the drink. So I don't wanna disturb them.
Okay, you wanna be thoughtful, kind. Mara, why?
You find me, no.
Because we're not about thoughtful, the more ground.
No, because those are the stars of the show, not me.
So Tigo, who are you supporting today? Who support them?
I support a commentary. Maklesene, myself, Tsepo my money, and my pencil. Those are the people that I'm supporting today.
So you've played for almost every team in South Africa.
I'm
But how good does it feel that we haven't had? When was the last time that we had a Chiefs Pirates final?
Yeah, it's been a couple of years. It's been that long.
Was it?
I think 8 years, 8 or 9 years. Yeah, it's been that long.
How does it feel to have another Chiefs and Pirates final? Okay, Soweto derby is always high stakes whenever it is during the league. But now it's a final. Now somebody lifts something in the same stadium. What's that feeling like?
I think that's the difference. I think between the two, whoever wins, they win for different reasons. For Orlando Pirates, it's 3 times in a row. Coach Ribeiro is leaving at the end of the season. For Kaizer Chiefs, if they win, they're taking off that monkey off the back for 9 years or 10 years, are leaving the trophy, and also maybe might even secure the Coach Nabi's job as well. So anyone that wins today, rather, it's for different reasons. But nonetheless, you're rightfully saying it's not just the derby. Somebody has to lift the trophy today. And it will be so sad to see all the faces after the game, especially the team that lost. There's going to be tears there. But football gods. Do you know what they say about football gods?
What do they say about football gods?
They say at some point they will give something to you.
That's always make things right.
They balance the equation.
They will always balance the equation.
Yeah.
I just want to know, and I know there's going to be a very tough question to answer. Score prediction.
2-1. But I think it's going to go to extra time. It's going to be a 2-1 score.
2-1 to Pirates.
Whoever wins is going to be 2-1.
You think so?
You don't know who's going to win?
No, I don't want to go to penalties. I don't want to go to penalties because penalties, then you get isolated by a mistake by missing a penalty.
Yeah, but these are professionals. They get paid, I don't know how much, to kick that ball wherever they want it to go. Those keepers are paid however much to save that thing. So it's a 50-50 chance, no matter if it's the pressure of the single man and a mistake or whatever the case may be. A penalty win is a win either way.
Yeah, you're right, but also we need to also remember that these are human beings at the end of the day.
100%.
You need to be able to, to filter the fact of there's a lot of emotions as well. You look at the fans, how happy they are. Imagine the players as well, knowing that disappointed the fans, and that's why I'm saying I'd rather finish in 90 minutes or extra time than penalties. Penalties is always isolated. It's always a good penalty when you score. When you miss, it's a bad penalty. You know what I'm saying? So for me, as a football fan, as a person also that will be commentating, I'd like to see the game actually finish in extra time.
Who do you think needs it more?
Of course, Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs needs it more, and I think also like playing a team that needs it more, I think it's always dangerous because Orlando Pirates, even if they don't win it, it's still fine. But for Kaizer Chiefs, here's the thing, if Kaizer Chiefs, the chances are if Kaizer Chiefs doesn't win it, they're not on top 8 now, they're fighting for top 8. Imagine what's going to happen next season. They might be fighting for relegation, bro. And that's a reality that people don't want to face. Yeah, but you've been kept fighting for, just like Marumo Gallas were in camp fighting for relegation. I'm sorry guys.
My general, I hear a lot of commotion there. I think the players are coming onto the field. I just want to know, how was it when you came onto a field? High stakes derby, especially like outside of Joburg. You know, then when you're getting the traveling fans, you're getting the fans that don't regularly see you, now they have their chance to kind of cheer you, they give you all that energy. How did you handle that pressure? How did you feel that first step onto the field?
First of all, when you walk into the tunnel without seeing the fans, there's pressure because there's that anticipation as to then how many people are there on the stadium. As much as you know the number, but at that time that you're walking through the tunnel. But once you step onto the pitch, you look around, you absorb the energy from the fans. Now you start feeling that little bit of confidence. You're looking at the pitch at its entirety. You start playing the game, the moments in the game, in your mind as well. For me, now knowing that there are people that actually bought tickets to come watch me play, that also gave me some sort of motivation not to disappoint them. And maybe 10 minutes into the game, that's when now I'm in the game. I forget about the fans. Now I'm focusing on exactly what is it that I need to do and focusing on my opponents. And I'm sure there's a lot of players from the Kaizer Chiefs side, Orlando Pirates side as well, that are having that type of a pressure. But at the end of the day, you don't want to look back and say, I didn't enjoy my game. It is a moment for them to enjoy the game because there's no second chance.
So, forgive me here. I am standing next to one of my favorite football brains. Never mind what happened on the field. I'm talking analyst level. I'm talking football knowledge level. I want to know, I was talking to a Chiefs fan and I was asking what he would change. He said he wouldn't change anything about last week's squad coming into this game. I want to know what you would change if you were the coach of Kaizer Chiefs and you had to make a change after seeing that result coming into this one, cup game, higher stakes. What would you make different?
Maybe 2 players, possibly bring back, maybe 3 players. Bring back Miguel, a centre back. Maybe start Maurice as a striker. Lilepo maybe on the left. Serino as a 10, and maybe Modi on the right. That all will change because then the thing is like you can't have premeditated substitution. You can't predict what's going to happen in the second half. So you might as well play your best cards from the word go. And I think most of the time that's what coaches, the mistake of the coaches they do. They premeditate in the subs, and that you think that you have a chance in the second half. And it might be a game that if Pirates actually start dominating from the first half, they might even win it in the first half. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm a Kaizer Chiefs coach that actually really need this trophy, I'll start with all my best players at the same time.
And then on the other side, Bra Jose, Wavaya, Ramokapa, Oya Spain.
Yeah.
What would you do now coming in knowing that you've already won? You can't get comfortable. The stakes are a little bit higher.
Yeah.
You're about to try secure your last trophy. What would you do to the squad?
I think I'll remind them as to all the times that we've enjoyed together, the trophies that we've won. That will be my team talk. I wouldn't actually speak about the tactics. I'll bring back the celebrations that we had, the joys that we had all these years. And remind them that it is my last ride and this might be my last opportunity to lift the trophy. As much as I've done this for the club all this time, can you please, give me this one as my departing gift? And I think we've seen over the years that Orlando Pirates players, there have been moments where they're actually playing for the coach. You can see the relationship between them and the coach, and I think that will be just a given for them actually to get that type of motivation. I wouldn't change anything because Orlando Pirates players, playing Champions League, semi-final, so you don't need some type of motivation. You just need to be able to, be in tune with the game and play the game, and hopefully then if you do it for the coach, actually it's not about the supporters today. Unfortunately for Orlando Pirates, actually it is about the coach. Yeah.
Having played in big games like this, okay, I'm being realistic for once as a Chiefs supporter.
Finally.
That, you speak about some of the changes. Our squad, as it is quite significantly smaller than some of the other teams.
Yes.
So we're a bit strained.
Yeah.
So as you say, some of the substitutes are predictable. The guys are, we haven't had a good string of results, especially against Pirates.
Yeah.
The mentality plays so much because sometimes you develop these habits.
Yeah.
But walking into a final like this, as a player, do those things sort of is this does it reset, or is it hard to forget those things? How much of that do you carry into a game like this? How much of that negative or positive emotion do you carry into it, or is it a clean slate? How does that? What's the mentality like for the players going into this game? Because here, as supporters, we're perpetually hopeful we're going to win the cup, but we're not sure now. Like, what's the state of mind of the players going into this game?
Yeah, but that's where the camps actually helps, because then you get to have this type of conversations. You can actually forget. You can always remind yourself as student, this is an opportunity. We need to start from scratch. We need to make our fans happy. I mean, this monkey's been on our back for so long, and also the opportunity as well to write our own history as players that play for Kaizer Chiefs that actually brought something to the team. The only time the negativity comes back is the first 20 minutes when things are not going well. Now those negativities start kicking in, and now that's when you're relying on the senior players. But to be fair, the whole season Kaizer Chiefs has been trying to rely on the senior players, and only the young stars are the ones that are coming through. So it'll be very difficult for me to say senior players need to step up today, because they should have been throughout the season. So I think today it's just one of those situations where it doesn't matter where it hurts, just play the game, because this might be your last opportunity. We've got thousands and thousands of footballers in South African football. Some of them have never played in the cup final, so this is a privilege. You don't. It's not like just because you're playing for the big team, therefore you'll be able to play there. And I think for Kaizer Chiefs players, we can't be remembering the Kaizer Chiefs that was victorious or that was making people happy by Itumeleng Ikune's era, Speshalala era. That's a long time ago. These players need to also rewrite their own history, and this is the only opportunity for them to start opening things for themselves. If they don't win this one, they're starting afresh again next season. You don't want to be always starting afresh every season.
You see, Bravi, why I say this is my favorite footballing mind. Like, you're getting lost just listening to everything. I don't know how you are able to dissect objectively, especially everything that has to happen from both sides. But there you go, I'm seeing this earpiece. I know it's about to get serious here when you put it in.
We're going to hear English,
Please. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All the best for the podcast. To enjoy it. You heard it. 2-1, whichever way, not in regular time. We are both saying this.
I couldn't even argue with Brateko because Ubwa sense.
That's what I was saying. The words that come out of his mouth, it's like he's a pastor of football, the way this man can analyze. And analyze like he's still playing. Like he's still within that zone, which for me is one of my favorite things. But anyway, I see some people that are familiar here, and I think they're about to take over the broadcast from us. Kosi for life.
These are familiar people we are speaking about.
These are my familiar faces over here. My friends, all the way from Nedbank themselves, the beautiful Zenande, which I'm sure you guys know from SuperSport already. And Cellular Marke, the one and only. Zenande, how are you feeling today?
Listen, I'm so excited, my friend. I see that we are on the same side, on the winning side, the good people, the happy people side. But listen, I'm so excited. The atmosphere is so amazing. Oh, did you see the teams just arrived?
I was listening. I can only hear what's going on. And let me tell you,
dying.
I'm tired. My voice is tired. I need to start seeing the action. I want to get consumed by the energy. So from Parania to Parania, I'm just going to hand over this one to you.
Taking over.
A fairer face.
With pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Emapele, please, there's two teams in this league. There's two teams. Before you go, come listen to this. Cellular, these people have been on my case the whole day, bringing negativity and everything. Now, you are the stats guy.
Yes.
So, bring some logic to what these people have been saying. What's happening today? Please.
The logic is that the last time the two of the teams met here for the Nedbank Cup final, guess who won? I'm a Kosi for life. Last two finals actually. So the stats, those are the stats. That is history. We need to go back to history in order to fix the future. So that's why we are here.
Into our past.
Exactly, it is the future.
I think I'm happy.
Left him good hands over here.
You need to leave. Listen, guys, we are taking over.
Yeah, definitely we are.
Bringing in new energy and fresh faces. That's us, of course, because we are here. We're literally the voice of the fans at the moment because, it's so lit at the stadium at the moment. How are you feeling? Big final.
The energy.
In South Africa right now.
The most important thing is the energy. As you've said, that the players just walked in right now. Everyone is like, wow, the anticipation, they can feel the energy, they can feel the passion. Most importantly, you can feel, yes, in ocean, the smell of it. I just love it. So what's left is also about the fans that we're going to be interviewing as well, and also going to be talking to them because we want to hear more. And talking about the fans, which is quite awkward, it's the twins. They support two different teams, which is quite amazing.
The one closer
yeah,
to you. Definitely. Okay. I'm a twins vele, guys. Like seriously, I mean you do look alike, but to divide the home like this.
Yeah, the thing is, at home they support Kaizer Chiefs a lot, but me, myself only, I only support Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates is a big team here in South Africa. It has like 88 years now, so we're winning this one 3 times in a row. We did it in M10, so we can do it today as well.
I believe
and you, my brother, on the other side, man. How do you get to live with your brother who's supporting the other team? Like, how's the family feud at home when the two teams are actually playing?
Well, for me, I don't even get teased easily because I know I stand for one thing. I'm a Kosi for life, and I wear the badge with honor because I know we've been through rough patches. We even lost in the last cup final. I was here in the stadium when Galaxy won the penalty at the time. I was here in the stands, and most of the fans stood up even before the penalty was taken. And then I sat down and I was like, maybe our goalkeeper is gonna catch it. But I said, no, let me wait and see. And then I wait and see. Because that time, Kompela was the one who was the interim coach of Kaizer Chiefs, but I said no. I will stay and remain Amakosi for life. Even if, because I know back in the days, we were the ones who were lifting trophies and everything.
And talk about the show, do you think we're going to win it? Do you think the drought is going to end today?
Today, I'm going to lift it like this. But then, they're going to cry in tears.
Speaking of crying in tears, at the household, I'm sure you are the happier person, right? But were you at the last Nedbank Cup semi-final? Were you happy that you would be meeting Kaizer Chiefs in the final? How was home like that day?
Yes, it was a very good mood, and the game that was taken to here in Durban because we are here from Durban, so we were lucky to get the tickets. But the momentum at that time when the game ended, and then we saw the ticket taking the game home here in Mabhida, it was absolutely, hype was high, everybody was happy and excited to watch the game here. But I'm trusting all the Orlando Pirates players, especially the ones that are coming in the team, the likes of the 2Ks. We're gonna win it today, no matter what. I'm a Buccaneer for life.
I'm a Buccaneer for life. Listen, guys, we absolutely love chatting with y'all. The fans are in the stadium, they're taking place, and obviously the footballers have also just arrived. I hope you enjoy the rest of the match. See you inside.
I enjoy in Buffet too. Enjoy. It's been exciting, Buffet too. Speaking with the twins, it shows that, you know what, the war is also beginning at home, Buffet too. Right here at the stadium already, the fans are coming in large numbers, and we hope as well at home you are waiting to catch this game. And talking about catching the game, my friend, how was the food? Let's talk about the food. Did you enjoy the food as well here?
So far, I've actually just tasted a hot dog, and I think it's one of the go-to things when you hear at the stadium, and it's always good. I don't know what sauce they use, but it's literally always giving. And I mean, if we here walking around, this is literally also the place to be. If you want to literally just catch up with most of the fans, coming in.
We have to.
It's so loud. My heart is beating right now.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking about the heart that is beating right now, it is about the fans. Their hearts are beating. And I want to interview one of the fans as well, whom here, Kaizer Chiefs, Mshayile, put on. You live in Pretoria and coming here after being beaten by Kaizer Chiefs. What do you think is going to be the match out here?
I think the match is decided by penalty. Pavuma utoba outstanding, I believe kanjalo. But the way things are as long as Urefa is over fair enough, I think it came into balance.
It's over balance.
It's over balance.
Let's talk about the players here, because we're also having the Coco Melons. Which Coco Melon do you think is going to prevail here today?
But Ushabalala, you know, as long as I combine a pop, I think it's over something is over. But you know, Umfukeng so proving a cool Utumnandi for EPSL, but I think it's over Nandi game as long as you as over fair. I believe Ganjan.
Yaguza Minas. Sundowns jersey today. Who are you backing though? Like deep down today's game. I know they're both your enemies, but who are you backing?
For me, I think Kaizer Chiefs ngayiniga iwin. Bona my
Kaizer Chiefs.
My friend,
no, besides lento leyo, but you know, a big team like Kaizer Chiefs, it deserves to something now after 11 years without a trophy, you know. For me, I think Chiefs upper hand nyana ingazama yona mara kuzoba nzima ngaphakathi egroundini.
So uthi kungcono vele ithole against the Pirates on this final.
Phela kudala ubashaya nabo ifinal. So yeah, that's why he's like.
I think any Kaizer Chiefs is a big team. For unabi at least uyabona uyazama ukupheka. At least izomganyana ilo moral boost for upcoming season.
I love that so much. Now obviously you're walking in, you're going to be taking your seat. What are you looking forward to? What are you going to be doing during the course of the game?
Just to have fun, you know. I'm here just to have fun. I travel all the way from Mpumalanga, you know.
All the way, yes.
Yeah, all the way from Mpumalanga to watch this game. So I'm excited at the same time. I'm very, very nervous. I'm a chameleon singing. Because we are not here but you know, for South African football, I think standard is right.
I love that so much. Listen, enjoy the rest of the game. So Banana Pagata Stadium. I love what he said. I love what he said. Speaking about South African football and bringing up, you know, those young superstars into the game. They're literally playing a big final right now.
Yeah.
I mean, from both teams, we see a lot of young stars. And from your side, I mean, you deal a lot with the young stars, the development. What does that mean for South African football in your perspective?
Listen, I think there's a lot that's going through their minds right now. Umfukengi, Nkota, there's Umtutuzu Shabalala as well, Utuba as well. So those are the good players, and they've wished and they've dreamed to play in this competition, you know what, in the final. But they are here also to make their history. And imagine one of them just scores, and tomorrow they're in the back pages. That's what they are living up to. And talking about living up to this game, it's going to be in most of the countries, not South Africa only. I mean, we're already having one of the guy from another province. So all of the provinces are tuning into this game just to witness, because it's a history in the making. One team is chasing the trophy for the third time, while the other team is trying to end the drought. So you can imagine the anticipation.
Listen, Sendula, you're trying to close that gap, bring back something watery in your back garden, but I don't think it's happening today. I really don't think it's happening today. I'm sorry for you, but I also think like our players are playing for our coach as well. We lost recently in the CAF semi-final, so I think it's something to make up for, you know. It's not just about bragging rights today. It's about, you know, playing for the badge, the people that we support. I think also, you know, just
and the coach as well.
Leaving. I'm so sad.
How's the energy Orlando Pirates knowing that the coach is leaving? What is the energy like with you, honestly? How do you feel about that coach? Because he has done a lot. He has put you also towards the good stages in the CAF, won you this trophy for several times. What do you think? What is the message to him?
I think first of all, people are nervous.
We
are looking forward to this game. It's not going to be an easy one. Kaizer Chiefs in a final. You know, they feel like they've got everything to lose, and we're just playing mostly for our coach. So it's going to be really, really difficult. But I think our supporters with the boys, we feel really, really strongly about them, and you know, we're backing them. We know that they can do it. We know that they can step up in matches like this. We know that young stars, you know, the what do you call it? The synergy between the Coco Melons. Going to rise up today. It's going to be a big one, man. It's not going to be easy, but it's worth watching. I cannot believe I am here to witness one of South Africa's biggest football games in recent times. This is going to be absolutely amazing.
Epic, and it's happening outside of Soweto, which is quite interesting. As I've said, I've given you the stats before that the two teams met the last time in the Nedbank Cup, and the captain of that was Itumeleng Khune, and I was with him, and he mentioned how it was the last time he was here in the final. So this time, Yusuf Mart, will he be able to lift it? We don't know, because as I've said, the drought is about to end. But neither less than that, let me tell you, it's going to be an action-packed. And my fans, they're still coming in.
And I'm glad they're coming in so early. Like it says a lot. It says a lot about people taking this game seriously. By this time, the chairs are packing up already. But also, we have so many legends coming down. I'm happy. I hope I saw Tico earlier on. Can't wait to see Itumele Mkhune. I just also want to know. I wonder how they're feeling. You know, after having played maybe a Soweto final together, it's probably really interesting. You know what I'm saying. But also, I'm looking forward to the commentary. Which one do you think is going to? What soothes your heart when it comes to a derby like this?
Listen, bebakhuluma no Rich manje uthi izodlala TV and definitely izodlala TV. So stay tuned as well. The game is going to start soon enough. You at home, sit at home in the couch, relax and have fun as well because kuzoba mnandi bafethu. Otherwise, sabakhathaza. Yebo. Khathaza. Lovely.
Oh, we're wrapping up.
The clash of the titans, 10 million Durban, umlazi, sonke mzansi sifuna ukwazi, David or Goliath, who's the bigger giant, Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, who's bringing home the titles, we got Makaraba, Vuvuzela, looking hella, what you rocking, black or yellow, you Orlando, Naturella, you want passion, style, joy, and all the drama, 55 large in the crowd, you can holler, keep going in for the win, no makwala from the streets to the Twitter feeds, 90 minutes, put that work in, I say yalla, one pass, one shot, one goal, one makes history and the other goes home, name of the champ gets stamped on the gold, no cap, the arena only favors the ball. More than a match, it's a heart in the game, but so where the boys' teams got the call through the fame. This is Nedbank making things happen again. This is Nedbank making things happen again.
Super Disc on the World of Champions, Channel 202 on DSTV.
Our basic food subsidy promise puts money back into the basics you need most. Swipe and save on Specco rice, just $179.99. White Star maize meal, Sasco cake flour and Specco rice. Get all three for 199 Rand. And Glenrick or Saldanha pilchards for just $21.99 each. Save with ShopRite's basic subsidy. Lower prices you can trust, always.
Advice is never simple. Why look before you leap? If he who hesitates is lost. Live within your means is sage advice. But then, why are we encouraged to go big or go home? The value of advice is bound to your unique dreams and circumstances. Context isn't just king, it's the entire kingdom, son.
Michelle's a mom who traded in her Fiat 500 for this beast right here. But why the momentous move, huh?
I needed something bigger to keep up with my growing son and his many sports bags.
When you traded in your car with We Buy Cars, was it an easy conversion?
I see what you did there. The process was just so easy. I was given a tablet, had to sign, and that was it.
Basically, We Buy Cars is no mess, no fuss. Okay, it was nice chatting. We Buy Cars, the easiest way to sell your car by far.
For decades, millions of people in South Africa haven't been able to afford private health care. And even if you can afford medical aid, it doesn't always cover everything. But Netcare is changing that. With Netcare Plus Gap Care, get more cover for co-payments, more shortfall cover on specialist fees, more value with day-to-day cover, and more access to world-class care at Netcare. Choose Netcare Plus for a new, affordable way to get private health care.
One Friday in Tullamore, Ireland.
Isabel?
She's missing.
I haven't seen Isabel.
Isabel!
Sorry, just looking for...
Close the door!
Hi, Isabel.
Okay. Isabel. Be more Tullamore.
PSL presents the 2025 Nedbank Cup. For all of us, 16 Premiership teams and lower division teams engaged in all-out, electrifying knockout action. The Nedbank Cup, Kiona Yaruna.
South Africa, this is it. Kiona Yaruna, the Nedbank Cup final. And for Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, the two clubs have played each other over 180 times, but maybe never before has it meant as much as today in this cup final. The stories are so many and so important. For Kaizer Chiefs, they have not won a trophy since 2014. For the new coach, it is a must that he is able to put silverware in the cabinet today. Will he do it? On the other side, for Coach Jose Rivero, it's farewell, as he's already said he's leaving Orlando Pirates at the end of the season, and he'd like to leave it with an unblemished cup record with the black and white of Orlando Pirates. So a massive encounter there. For the fans, it's the end of the season, and the bragging rights going on to next season will be massive on both sides of the aisle when it comes to the Soweto Giants. So it is going to be an important encounter, and we are building up to it for the next 90 minutes. Doing so by crossing down to Durban, and not just to the Moses Mabhida Stadium, but all over Durban, at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. It's Lerato Pago as well as Teko Modise. Then, if you go through to South Beach, you'll find Temba Boy on South Beach there, interacting with the fans, and Itumeleng Banda will be in Umlazi at Max Lifestyle, and she'll be giving us a sense of what it's like to be watching it on the screen, because well, if you don't have a ticket, you have to watch it on a screen somewhere, and if it's not with us right here on your World of Champions, no better place than Max Lifestyle down in Umlazi. But to give you their perspective, to give you the insights, to give you what you want to know about the football side of things right here in studio, I have one of the strongest panels we have ever put together. 150 caps between them. First and foremost, at the far post there, Amanda Dlamini Toki is ready to give you exactly what she thinks about the game. Right in the middle, Teko is Jimmy Tao, and Jimmy has played in 2 cup finals where Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs have met each other. I can't wait to grill him on those encounters. And then it's Matthew Booth at the far post to give us his always controversial perspectives, and I know he's going to hit straight when it comes to this encounter. So I'm going to join them over there. I want you to take a look at this, and then, guys, it's time. It's the big one. It's Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs in the Nedbank Cup final.
It's a rivalry dating back over half a century. It's a rivalry which brings South Africa to a standstill, and it's a rivalry which has always captured the imagination. And when this rivalry is set to determine the outcome of the Nedbank Cup, the anticipation gets turned up by more than just a notch. And with so many interesting subplots, the Nedbank Cup final of 2025 is all set for a conclusion for the ages. A lot has been made of Amakosi's near decade-long trophy drought, and while they're floundering in the league, in the Nedbank Cup they've been excellent. Unknown entities and traditional heavyweights have been slain, as Amakosi's run to the final featured 12 goals en route to the Moses Mabhida. While they've done the hard yards to come this far, Coach Nasruddin Nabi is aware that anything less than a win would see the prophets of doom sharpening their scythes. Whereas Nabi is looking for his first title, Jose Riviero is looking to further entrench his name into South African football's history books. He's yet to taste defeat in 2 seasons, and in years gone by, his team have shown a propensity to overcome the fiercest of their foes in the pursuit of excellence. Pirates' run to the final has been solid if not spectacular, with a hiccup against SuperSport United in the quarters, the only speed bump they have encountered.
Well, congratulations first of all to the players especially. They did a huge effort this week, playing three finals actually in a space of 7 days.
Of course, a formidable recent record in the Soweto derby makes for encouraging signs. Will Riviero make history with the Nedbank Cup 3-peat, or can Nabi end the Amakosi heartache with the first trophy in a decade?
There she is, the magnificent Moses Mabhida Stadium. Kaizer Chiefs are the home side for this one against Orlando Pirates in the Nedbank Cup final. That promises to be a final for the ages. We have 21 cameras that'll be covering every angle of the match, and across the city itself, we are everywhere when it comes to the World of Champions. Can't wait to get into the conversation. There are those fans already streaming into the stadium. Kickoff is at 3:30. We have a 90-minute build-up right here on your World of Champions for an encounter that sees these two sides meeting for the 3rd final in the last 17 years. It has been a very rare occasion where the Soweto Giants meet in a cup final, but today we get to see exactly which one of these two will come out on top. There can be no hiding place. There can be only one who lifts the trophy after the 90 minutes, possibly the 120 minutes and even penalties, and you can be part of the action when it comes to SuperSport Bet as well. So go on there and have a look at the odds on the game. There's some great odds to be made there, but in studio, once again, let me reintroduce them to you. Amanda Dlamini, Jimmy Dow, as well as Matthew Booth at the far post. And guys, I'm gonna, forgive me, Amanda, I just need to go to Jimmy first, right? Because Jimmy, you played in 2 of these, right? You played twice in a Chiefs-Pirates final. Why is it that we are all so excited, and what are we excited about having been on the field?
Look, I think it's been a long-awaited final, with Chiefs having had over a decade not being in the final. The fact that it's played at the Moses Mabhida Stadium also brings in a lot of excitement in around it, because then you go back to history, you'll then say, when last did these teams play and what was the outcome? So there's a lot of excitement around the game. And I think both teams want to either write a different story in terms of the history. What Pirates wanting to win it for the 3rd time, and Chiefs, this is a chance for them to redeem themselves.
Right, so Jimmy, giving you a sense of the big picture there. The other debate that these fans are streaming into the stadium with is favorites. Who comes into this favorites? Kaizer Chiefs, Amanda. They have got 13 Nedbank Cup titles. They're undisputed kings of the Nedbank Cup.
I think when we're speaking about favorites, I honestly think that Kaizer Chiefs are actually favorites. Simply because Jimmy is talking about the history books, because he's been part of it. But I'm saying, let's check out the history books. It's the motive today. Chiefs, it's been 10 years. They need some silverware, so that is a driving purpose for them. And on the other side, Orlando Pirates, this is a last dance. They want to celebrate the coach. So I think for me, it's the motive that matters the most, and I think Kaizer Chiefs are under pressure.
They wanted more, needed more.
They wanted more, they needed more, yeah.
There you go. Do or die for Kaizer Chiefs. Matt Booth at the far post. And Matthew, where do you sit on the favorites tag when Pirates come in the kind of form that they do, and Chiefs come in the kind of form that they're coming into this match with? Can you see favorites like Amanda is saying?
Yeah, from a form point of view, it's definitely Pirates for me. You know, they've won 5 of the last 5 against Chiefs, albeit by 1-goal margins, so it's always very tight. But when it comes to a derby, not only a derby, it's a derby final. It's very difficult to make predictions. I mean, we've seen in the PSL how difficult it is, and this game, yeah, it's up for grabs, both teams.
I could hear a subtle boo happening when you mentioned coming out of the two sitting next to you there, when you said that Pirates were the side that come into this one in better form, getting off the bus. There they are, Kaizer Chiefs. And this is the chance to save the season that has not been going well for them. And that is that motivation you're talking about, Amanda. You can save a season today, and everything can be forgotten by lifting the trophy as we watch Orlando Pirates get off the bus.
Yep, and I think Orlando Pirates are aware of that. I think that everyone is expecting Orlando Pirates to just go with the application. They're used to being in this sort of situation. But for Kaizer Chiefs, I think they're going to be wary. And that's why I feel if you're talking about pressure and just the mental aspect of it, both teams just really need to stick to tactics.
And we've seen that mask before. We've seen in previous encounters where it was Rile Mofokeng wearing the mask. That man there has been in great form for Orlando Pirates when it comes to the Nedbank Cup. Has Maswangani, but does he get into the starting lineup for this one? We're still building up to finding out with those starting lineups. They only come out at 3 o'clock, and you'll be the first to find them out with us right here in studio. But let's get a sense of that early feeling of the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Lerato Pajo, we have been anxiously waiting ever since Moses Mabhida was named as the stadium for this moment where we cross to you to take a look and tell us how the grass looks.